I know it's a Thursday, but still, let's finish these disciples, okay? So I can change my mind. So whether I'd said I was going to do a whole disciple video, or whether I do it in segments, you can edit them. I can change my mind. The last time I checked, I'm a free spirited man. I can change my mind. And sometimes I need to change my mind so that my mind does not lead me into bullshit. Okay? Usione jega wa muthaka ni mubui wa mbari ya mbu. Now, the ninth disciple, or the ninth discipline of your 12 disciplines in your solar plexus, your Jesus, your individuality, the 12 disciplines. Now I'm on the ninth discipline. I'm going to touch on the ninth and the 10th discipline that is supposed to be for your solar plexus, that you're supposed to use for your what you call damadhya, that you're used to use for your own Jesus, your kundalini. So the ninth disciple or discipline is James. So James in the Bible, in the title, as a discipline means the quality of discernment. So what is discernment? Discernment is you being able to dissect something, to see behind the scenes. Okay? So when you practice that James virtue, when you're practicing that James discipline, then it means you are practicing the quality of discernment. Okay? So that which is not revealed to man, okay, that which is not revealed to man, you can see it because you are able to operate from the cause and effect. So now, as a spiritually awakened person, when you are practicing James, the quality of discernment, you are able to have what you call clairvoyance. Okay, what you call clairvoyance. And I'm not talking about the spooky clairvoyance of seeing ghosts. No, I'm talking about the clairvoyance of seeing things clear. So you're seeing those things so clear that you can see that mistake. You can see, oh, I did that mistake. That is clairvoyance. So for you to be a James, you have to develop and discipline that quality of discernment, knowing when you're being lied to. Okay? Being able to see things. You have discernment. You can interpret what you are seeing. Oh, this is what I can see. Let me interpret it. Now you can interpret it. Now you see, oh, this is this, this is this, this is. Now you're coming up with your own conclusions. Now you are being James, the ninth disciple, the ninth discipline called James, which means it's a quality of discernment. So when you wake up your James as a spiritually awakened person, when you wake up your James, aka when you develop and discipline your quality of discernment, you'll be like James. Now let's go to the 10th disciple, or what you call the 10th discipline. This is Thaddeus. Thadda or Thaddeus. I think he was, and I can't remember whose son he was. So Thaddeus or Thaddeus or Thende or whatever you want to call him. Okay, this is the spirit, or this is when you wake up. Thaddeus is the spirit of praise and worship. Is the spirit of not worship, praise and thanksgiving. So the discipline or the disciple of praise and thanksgiving is Thaddeus. So Thaddeus, when you wake up, you are now as an awakened person, as a spiritual person. When you wake up, you are Thaddeus. Okay, when you wake up, you are Thaddeus virtue. When you wake up, you are Thaddeus, whatever you wanna call him, the disciple or the discipline. That Thaddeus, whatever his name was, is just a title anyway. That is a title that you can take. From that title we can see what's under that title. So that title, Thaddeus, what is that Thaddeus? So the title Thaddeus is praise and thanksgiving. And when you wake up, you are Thaddeus, you are there in your solar plexus. That discipline, that disciple, when you become like Thaddeus, one of the disciples that you're supposed to be mastering your 12 disciples, so that now your disciples are not everywhere. Your disciples are not a mob. Your housing, your spiritual house is in order. You don't have 12 disciples chaotic. You don't have a mobster house. We don't have these virtues everywhere. So now, when you awaken all of them, now you have discernment, you know all of them. Now you can call on Thaddeus when you need to. You can call on James, quality of discernment, when you need to. You can call on Thaddeus, which is the virtue of praise and thanksgiving, aka when you wake up for the other things, you know that you become a thankful spirit. You are a man who always have thank you Father lips. Kaudogo the ne guy, kaudogo the koro wagera, kaudogo the ne guy. You get what I'm saying? So you are thankful. So because you know that for you being thankful, you are seeing that thing they call in the Bible, you are seeing a desert as a rose. So the windows of heaven can be poured upon you. Okay? Because you're in the energy of the Decius, as a disciple, a discipline. So now, when you wake up, oh, I still have 2 more to go. That's James 9, the Decius 10, I think 11, Simon. I'll add on another video, not on this one. I want them to be short clips so that people don't get bored. This is deep esoteric knowledge. Some people be like, this is bullshit. Yeah, it's bullshit for your ears because you still have baby ears. You have baby spiritual ears. So it takes ears to see and eyes to hear. Everything is in reverse. So now, peace, my awakened friend, Oko Supreme, Wanasema, my learned friend. Yeah, those are learned. You know, so learned is when you learn something, you acquire something. So there's a difference between self-taught and learning something. I'm not learned. I am a self-taught. And when you are self-taught, you get everything from a source. You go outside and you lie down on the grass and you look at the skies and you come up with your own interpretations of what is happening. You don't depend on NASA. You don't have to go to listen to NASA on why the sun is a ball of fire, but it's cold in space. Because the moment you listen to them, they start talking of conduction. They start talking of conduction. They have to come up with something. You know, now the conduction of the heat. So now you realize this is bullshit. This is a language. I don't need to learn this. I am self-taught. I know when 2 high velocity beings come together, they create heat. Since even when I'm in a car and there are so many people, I tell them to open the window. Now I know about the micro and the macro. I take the same energy out and I know 2 heavy rotating stars, when they come together, they create heat. What you call a temperament. Out of the temperament, you create a temperature. So now I know the sun is not hot. So I know the sun is the same temperature as Earth. If I was to go to the sun, I'll be swimming in the sun, while the sun, Earth, Mother Earth, will be as hot as the sun. It will be as hot as the sun. And since we are on a spirit, a star being that is rotating, a body of water that is rotating, a star rotating, it will still be looking to me as the sun. So the sun. So meaning that the sun, our solar plexus, the sun that we see, is our consciousness, is our reflection, is us, is how we are rotating, how we are moving inside the being that we are in, the space within the space, within the one, the God, whatever you want to call it, or force, or the Big Bang, or what you call, what you call, what do you call it? A beginning, evolution. You should see that it's just the same thing. It's just the same thing. So yeah, so that is James, quality of discernment. The Decius is the disciple of praises and thanksgiving. Always being in a thanksgiving mode. Always feeling like you want to give thanks because you know by that you are practicing that ritual of seeing a rose in the desert. Okay, whereby the windows of heaven pour out on you. Boy, angalia volume, please. I'm just gonna end the video. If there's no volume, there's nothing I can do until I get another phone. Okay? And that is why sometimes it's not even, because you see, this is the thing. If we had been sharing the page to get to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, I'd be doing most of my videos on YouTube. And on YouTube, I can use a laptop. Okay? So it's not easy for the voice to be hacked or to be having spyware, because I'm shadow banned. My voice is already shadow banned. So depending on the platform I am in, so when I give you videos on Facebook, I've had so many Facebook pages shut down. So my voice is already, what do you call it, shadow banned for doing videos. So it will be better on YouTube because YouTube is more broad, because I haven't been banned yet on YouTube. But if I go there, I don't know how many strikes I'm gonna get. They may even refuse to monetize some of my things. So when you keep complaining about voice, sometimes I can't do anything. You know, if volume iko mwisho, I can't do anything about the volume. It's not my fault, man. I wish I could change it. Unless, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. One day tutakuta tumeenda live YouTube. No rush. It's not pressure. Msikuwe na pressure. You don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. When you're doing God's way, things take time. Some people will buy likes just to hit that mark, but I don't want to be that. Because whatever I'm doing, I'm not even doing it for likes. Okay, whatever I do, I don't do it for likes. If I wanted to do things for like, I would be having thousands of followers because I have the gift of gab, the gift of speaking. But no, I'm doing things God's way. So you do things God's way. Hata ukienda nje onanga mti inamea, but then we do it. The stones that the refusers refuse. The stone that the builders have refused becomes the cornerstone. They're not going to broadcast our pages. They are not going to like. They are not going to share. Yet, we are the stone. We are the Kabastone. We are the original Kabastones. The Kabastone. We are the original Kabastone. The Kabastone. I am the original Kabastone. Can be loved. These people can't feel love. These people can't feel love. It can be love. You know, I can listen to Akaba, Kabaka, 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 Kabaka. I am the cornerstone. Flash your day. I am the original Kabastone. The Kabastone. I am the original Kabastone. Can be loved. Even if you think this is love, they are trying. So I wanna thank the Soul Group. I wanna thank the Soul Group who sent me this. This is a gift from one of you. This is a gift from the Soul Group. Live tuned sound card. So now we have a sound card. And this person who has gifted us this book, this gift, is the same person who gifted us the mic. You know the condenser mic that we have? The same person has gifted us again. This time now we have a sound card. So everything is about to get even better. Everything is about to get even better and bigger. Okay, so now we have a sound card that has come with its own mic. So thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. Jagamu Vakakagwa, thank you. Now we have a sound card. Gifted. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm gonna use the gift. I'm gonna use the discipline of the Decius. I'm gonna use the gift of the Decius to say thank you. So thank you from the bottom of my heart for this amazing gift. I'm calling on the Decius, the disciple of the Decius, being thankful, praiseful, praise and thanksgiving. I thank you. Amazon Prime, right there, with a smile. This is how Jagawa Modaka is smiling right now. Oh, thank you from the bottom of my heart. You know yourself. Soul Group. Soul Group. Hey, we're changing the world. Hey,